on the hill in this one, Reynaldo Lopez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Coming up on the first pitch, Ellie De La Cruz stepping in for the Rangers. And we're underway here in the home opener. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Just missed.
Executed that pitch very nicely. Just missed with it.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So now it's Corey Seager. Called strike right there. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Just missed. This one in the air right field. Acuna after it. Reaching down, makes the catch. And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
First baseman, Jake Berger.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Yo, that's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's out number 3. Back here in Atlanta. And on the mound in this one, Jack Leiter. What's the scouting report on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
And it's strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Another 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. In the air, left field. Langford under it. And there are 2 down. Matt Olson up to the plate. Line drive. Could be extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. The throw into second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
He's got it. That is the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Top of the second, Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Right through there for a strike. Just outside. And the count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Check swing. He went. That's strike 2. To third, Riley. Off balance feet. There's one. A sensational double play. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter.
Evan Carter.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Bottom of the second. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Lined into right. Reaching for it and brings it in. Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB yes, steps in. 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
On the ground, right side. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. And that one is lifted in the air. Langford settles under this one. And that ends the inning. Back at Truist Park, all set for the start of the inning. Alex Freeland stepping in for the Rangers. And ball 1.
That's a ball.
Green takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. He's lucky he didn't have to cough up part of his salary to Hunter Green earlier this year, Singy.
One of my favorite moments from earlier this year in spring training, Boog, was Ellie smashing a window on Hunter Green's SUV with the foul ball. You know, that's one way to find out how much your teammates like you. Their response in a situation like that will tell you a lot. And Boog, Hunter Green had a great response, and the guys laughed it off. But Hunter did tell Ellie he was going to make him pay for a new window. De La Cruz reminded Hunter that he doesn't make as much money as the former #2 overall pick. So we're not exactly sure who took care of the bill.
Albies over to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. And here's Corey Seager to hit. Well struck right field. And that one is off the top of the wall. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swings through that.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Fastball is outside. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Miguel Rojas. This one in the air right field. Nimmo flashes the leather on the run and catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. This one ripped but foul to the right. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 here. Ouch, that one drilled him. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Green stands in now and watches strike one. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And
Ball,
that just
inside.
misses. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 1-2. In the air to left center. And that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta, on to the fourth. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
That's the ball.
And there's a foul ball. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4.
Oh.
Liner snagged at first. Here's Josh Young. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
That's out the corner.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends one out the opposite way. So 2 down, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Kyle Higashioka up the middle. Albies over to first in time. And that is that. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Here is Matt Olson. Doubled his first time up. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that is a big first out. So digging in, Drake Baldwin. And that is out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, down to third. Goes the tying run. Second and third, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Out towards left center. Carter moving under it. He's got it. Runner tags from third. In to score is the runner from third. We're tied at 1. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Man at second. And that's a strikeout looking. Good job at damage. Back at Truist Park, we go to the top of the fifth. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Liner to second and picked on the hop. To first, one away here in the fifth. Up next for the Rangers, Josh Smith, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Green under it. And there are 2 outs. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. Just missed. Inside. And that's ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way. And it's gone. A solo shot. So 2 down. Here's Siegs to the plate now. On the ground, right side. The underhand flip, and they get the out. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Ball to strike. This one in the air, center field. Carter moving back for this one. And there's one away. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Fly to right his first time. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Oh.
That one fouled off. The Braves down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And that skips in the dirt. And that one ripped to left. 2 away down. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And that's outside. In the air, out towards left center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Atlanta, top 6. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jake Berger. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. A solo shot. And now the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo. On the ground, Albies. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Josh Young now at the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Acuna moving back. And that's a foul ball. Fastball is outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone.
And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Riley Green. Fouled off. He was late. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one hammered. It bangs off the wall. Throws to second. And he's out easily. Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, and that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time. And the batter now, Matt Olson, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That is the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. And a foul ball. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul. Next one is off the plate, and that is ball 1. Liner caught at second. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers.
Center fielder Evan Carter.
Nope, outside.
That one pushed to the left and foul. 1-1 now. Fastball is outside. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Smith. Fly to left his first time. And it's fouled away. Base hit, center field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Now, Ellie De La Cruz.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a ground ball to first, but that rolls foul.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. Another homer, his second home run of the game. Seager stands in now. Ground ball right side. Albies. The throw to first, and that's the inning. Back at Truist Park, now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. Out towards right center field. Nimmo has a beat on it. And there's 1 down.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's your 1.
No,
hey,
that's a
doubled
ball.
up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
No.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Rips that one to right. And that is that. here in Atlanta. We're at the top of the 8th. Wyatt Langford. Daysbel Hernandez taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
No question about this one. It's out of here. An absolute smash to left. Stepping in, Jake Berger. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Swings through that one.
A couple sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the two-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
Just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. 1 down. Next up for Texas, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air, right field. Acuna under this one. And there's 2 away. Now it's going to be Josh Young. He's already homered in this game. That's in there. 0-1. Fought off foul. Cut on and missed. And bottom of the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Miguel Rojas. This one in the air, right field. Nimmo ranging after it. Stretches out and hauls it in. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. This one's smoked on its way out of here. He hammers one out to right. Robert Garcia. Into the rock out of the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Sean Murphy, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And that one is inside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Stays alive. 2-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw. And he'll reach second with 1 away. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's Ronald. Jr. at the plate. So a change being made out at second. Braves going with a pinch runner. Eli White. They want his wheels out there after the 1-out double. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. The run comes in from second. The relay throw. He's in there. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Flips the corner. That's strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nimmo running hard to get it. Reaching down, makes the catch. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Here comes Austin. Cole Winn gets the call from the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike two. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to two. So two down, digging in, Drake Baldwin. Right side, and that one handled. Play made, that ends the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Go to the ninth. A new arm into the game. The righty, Tyler Kinley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now a screamer into the outfield. One away. So next to hit for Texas, Evan Carter. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Pitch misses. Ball one. In the air to left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, Josh Smith. 1 for 2.
There we
Smith
go.
tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. He did not go around. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Kinley, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And it's even up.
That's a ball.
That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And he walked him.
Take base.
Back to the top of the order. Up next for the Rangers, Ellie De La Cruz. First offering, and it just misses. Popped in the air, left side. Riley sizing it up. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the ninth. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. That one is hammered right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He was all over that one. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And here is Michael Harris II. Base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Miguel Rojas next up for the Braves. That one lifted to left. Langford in position. And there's one down. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. So they turn to their closer, Chris Martin.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. That's outside. Full count now. swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire